If you're new to the gym, then you might get overwhelmed with everything that's going on at the moment, and we'd obviously get pulled in different directions with Instagram and social media. So here are 5 tips that I want you to do to ensure that you progress. How are we, guys? This is episode number 2, and I want to talk about something today in light of the recent news, especially in Liverpool, that the gyms are reopening, which is amazing news. But what this is going to do now, this is going to bring everybody an opportunity to have a plan in place for your training and your nutrition and go on to see some results. So I'm going to bring to you today a little small video, nothing crazy, a little small video for any newbies that are out there. 5 little tips just to make sure I'm going to keep you on the right path. So the moral of all 5 tips is basically just stick to the basics. Don't overcomplicate anything. Stick to the basics. Whatever you'll have in place, which will get you from to where you are now to where you want to be. This has been done in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. It's never really changed. The training is the same. The nutrition is exactly the same. The format and the science behind it all is exactly the same. So the first thing I want to say is calories. Okay, now you will get pulled into multiple different directions. Now you don't have to count your calories, but calories always count, and that is science. It's calories in versus calories out, and that is your energy balance. So if you want to lose weight, or if you want to gain weight for that matter, then make sure you've got that calorie intake correct to your body. If you want to gain weight, you need to consume more calories than what you burn off, and if you want to lose weight, you need to eat less calories than what you burn off. It's as simple as that. Don't be getting pulled into multiple different directions on all different types of diets. That is science, and that is what works, and that's what you need to focus your energy and attention on if you want to lose weight. Number 2, now this is a bit obvious, but if you want to build muscle, lift weights. Now a lot of people just will not have a solid weight training routine, but they want to build muscle, they want to tone up. And by the way, when I say tone up, that's just a little friendly way of building muscle, okay, for any females that are watching. But if you want to build muscle, then you need to lift weights, okay? So make sure you have a solid plan in the gym. Make sure you implement the right techniques. Make sure you've got the form on point. Don't be going into the gym and lifting any for ego. Don't be going into the gym and just following some silly little classes that you've just seen off YouTube, okay? Make sure you go into the gym and lift some good weights. Make sure you implement progressive overload, okay? And what that is basically the ability to increase each and every week. So whatever you're doing week 1, for example, try and beat in week 2. What you're doing week 2, try and beat in week 3. But lifting weights, have a solid physique, and that is your answer. Number 3, fad diets. Now this is the bane of my life. This is my argument on my Instagram every single day, is trying to shut people down for selling fad diets or fad products. So don't get caught into the hype, because basically all that happens on these fad diets, by the way, is that a company will come out of nowhere. They'll have a little crappy weight loss product, or it could even be a muscle builder product, and then you'll have like fantastic models which you've never used the product before, and they'll start selling this product as a bit of a money spin-off, okay? So don't get dragged into it. It might look fantastic from the outside point of view, but it won't work. So you can give it a go if you want, but you will waste your money. And when I talk about fad diets as well, people can bang on about like keto. People can bang on about vegan, and vegan was the whole of 2019, especially with that bloody Game Changers that was on Netflix as well. So 2019 was all about vegan, and if you notice, that's gone now. People have moved on from vegan. People are now talking about keto, and keto is the next best thing. But once again, it won't work directly. You need to understand that if you want to lose weight, you need to be in calorie deficit. If you go keto and you lose a little bit of weight, it's because you've consumed less calories than what you're burning off. And it's as simple as that. So if you do any of these, just understand the science behind it and as to why it works, but don't get dragged into it. Once again, if you do vegan or keto and you're not truly believing in that, you won't last. You won't be consistent, you won't last long, and if you're not consistent, you won't get anywhere, no matter what direction you do. Right, number 4, kind of similar to what I've been talking about, supplements. Supplements is taking over the fitness industry because it's an easy sell. It's an easy sell. Okay, what I do, my online training, my coaching, I sell hard work because there's no other answer. If you want to get from where you are now to where you want to be, then you've got to work hard. You've got to show up every day. You've got to count your calories. You've got to go to the gym, lift weights. And that will always be the answer. But supplements now is kind of taken over in terms of a fake sale. So you don't need loads of supplements like fat burns. You don't need fat burns. There's not a single fat burn out there that actually burns fat. They might give you side effects that lead to fat loss, but it doesn't really burn fat directly. And another thing that I get asked a lot from guys as well is BCAAs. It's not needed. You are kind of wasting your money. 95% of us don't really need BCAAs. And the idea behind it, by the way, is that they're a very, very good quality, small amount of protein. But if you have a solid diet and you're hitting your protein target, then you're getting plenty of BCAAs from external sources. You don't need to take it as a supplement. And I think as well, like if you look at the tubs are just amazing. You look at the BCAA tubs, it just guarantees and promises like the ultimate results within within a matter of weeks. So don't get sold into the hype behind a supplement. You don't need it. You need to stick to the basics once again of your training and your nutrition. And that kind of brings me on to my fifth tip as well, which is a routine. Every single one of us needs a routine. We need to know our week as we go, okay? So if you're going to the gym, then make sure you know exactly the days you're going to the gym. Make sure you put it into your diary. Make sure you save time for yourself and go to the gym. And a lot of people can also get carried away with thinking that they need to go to the gym like 4, 5, 6 times a week to see the best results. It's not necessarily the case. You need to go to the gym as many times as it fits your lifestyle. If you do that, you create consistency. Create consistency, you'll win. So whatever your lifestyle allows you to go, if you can only go to the gym 2, 3 times per week, perfectly fine. As long as you stick at that, as long as you have the workouts that suit 3 times per week, and obviously you implement that progressive overload I was saying, and your nutrition's on point, you will progress. And that is all about routine. Knowing exactly what you're going to do on a day-to-day basis will lead you to your progression. Once again, from there, try and have goals as well. Set yourself little weekly goals. Give yourself daily tasks to do. From the weekly goals, you'll be able to create monthly goals. From the monthly goals, you create yearly goals. And slowly but surely, the results will start to happen. So like I say, I'm going to sum this up now for any gym newbies. Don't get sold into the hype that's going on right now, especially with Instagram and social media, because it gives people who are very uneducated a platform. That's as simple as that. And they try and sell you on your vulnerability, on wanting you to better yourself and take you away from the hard work that you need to do, that's required for you to get results. So ensure you stick to the basics, create that foundation for yourself. Don't get sold into the bullshit that's out there and get it nailed, okay? See you on the next one.